Hi everyone, back for round two. Just shot a video about a half hour ago about homelessness and poverty in the Philippines. And I try to keep my video short because in this day and age of people getting distracted, you might lose them halfway through a video. So I don't touch on everything I'd like to. But in this video, we're going to talk about garbage, pollution, and stuff like that. Speaking of round two, keeping the boxing theme, there's a robe and a picture of James Quick Tillis. And if you look at the picture, he's putting it on Mike Tyson right there. I know Quick or his wife Vanessa are going to watch these videos at some time, even if I have to beg them. They said they would. So I'm hoping that you guys, if you want to read a good book about a great boxer, James Quick Tillis, Google it. You can buy his book and some other stuff. Hall of Fame fighter, and boxed during a very, very competitive era in the heavyweight division. Okay. Pollution and garbage in the Philippines. It is everywhere. I remember when I had first gone to my wife's store, I had started playing with some of the kids and they're running around, and this little 5-year-old got done drinking a Coke or orange soda, whatever it was. And I put my hand out for her to give it to me because I was going to put it in a recycle bag. And she just took it and threw it out on the street. She wasn't doing it to be spiteful, not that I can tell, but she was doing what so many people do there. They just litter. There's garbage and dirt from unpaved roads everywhere. They have paved roads, but a lot of roads are unpaved, and it tends to get you dirty and dusty. But there's garbage everywhere. There's tons of garbage in cemeteries because homeless people are now living in cemeteries. It's a real problem. I went to Rwanda, and Rwanda is probably poorer than the Philippines. I don't know. This is all off the top of my head. I could have done the research, but I like doing these videos off the top of my head. I think Rwanda might be poorer than the Philippines, but it might be the cleanest of all the countries I've been to. I've been to 20 countries or a little bit more, not counting airports, but I've been in 20 countries, and Rwanda may very well be the cleanest, and it is poor. But whatever they do, the Philippines ought to get in touch with them and find out. What they do is they have people sweeping the streets daily. Now, I don't know if that's people who need a job, or I don't know if it's voluntarily done, but you could not believe how clean it is in Kigali, which is the capital of Rwanda. When I landed there, I didn't know what to expect. And it was about a 2.5, 3 hour drive from Kigali to where the guerrillas were waiting on me. They're waiting on a lot of people, but they were waiting on me too. If there was a drop of garbage in Rwanda, there were probably 10 people who went over and grabbed it. It's like nothing I could have ever seen. Like I said, I've been around. I've been to some very clean countries, Switzerland and Belgium. I mean, those are the cleanest countries off the top of my head. Rwanda's cleaner. Now, it's poorer, and I'm wearing my Africa shirt. It's poorer in Rwanda than it is in the Philippines, but however they've enacted a plan to keep the city clean, it's working. You could go off into pockets of Kigali, and they're rough neighborhoods. And, you know, I was taking pictures of stuff, and the driver said, put your phone in the car, otherwise they'll take it and, you know, they'll cut your hand off. You're always going to have poor people who are looking and want to commit a crime. Not want to, but they have to. But it is so damn clean there. But in the Philippines, there is garbage, there is trash, there is litter. I've have pictures. I don't want to put them up here. I'm just telling you off the top of my head what every single person would notice. The Filipinos have great Philippine pride, and they should. It's a beautiful country, and but they're ruining it by littering. They shut down their biggest beach. They're one of their biggest attractions because they had to clean it because there was so much plastic in the water. For a country that has so much natural beauty, Once you go into the towns, they're dirty, they're dusty. I don't know what the formula is in Rwanda, but if anybody's listening, the Philippines should call them up and ask. They really, really should. Anyway, I'm over the 5 minute mark, which I said I wasn't going to do. I love the Philippines. I don't mean to piss on it, but I'm telling Americans who want to go visit, live, or whatever, this is kind of what to expect. Thank you.